Meanwhile, Prime Minister Han Deok-soo led a meeting this morning on the measures the government is taking in response to the weekend's events in Itaewon. He explained where people affected by them can get psychological counseling and said that based on the investigation now underway, the government is going to come up with new safety measures for large events in the future. Suk-hyen reports.
South Korea plans to provide psychological support to all those affected by the deadly crowd crush in Seoul's Itaewon district. Prime Minister Han Deok-soo said the government plans to support not only the bereaved families and those injured, but also the public, including people who witnessed the horrific scenes on Saturday night. Presiding over a meeting Tuesday morning, Prime Minister Han said those suffering can receive help from the National Center for Disaster and Trauma or from the Seoul Mental Health Welfare Center. Counseling and treatment services will be available to all those experiencing psychological shock. At the meeting, Han also stressed that a full investigation is underway.
The National Police Agency is currently conducting an investigation to determine the cause of the accident. Based on this, we will come up with a plan to ensure the safety of citizens even at events like this, where there is no organisers to handle huge crowds.
The government is also looking into cases abroad and consulting with experts to draw up necessary safety measures. And since many of the victims include the young, there are plans to provide safety education, particularly for heavily crowded places. Starting Thursday, the government plans to conduct a safety inspection on regional festivals nationwide to prevent such incidents from occurring again. Meanwhile, South Korea is also continuing its efforts to support the families of those who died, helping them with funeral preparations, procedures, and expenses. It's also providing one-on-one services so that the families can get immediate help or the necessary assistance they need from public officials.
We are providing support through one-on-one services to assist the bereaved families. Funeral expenses will be provided through local governments. And we are working to ensure that there is no shortage of cremation facilities.
The government says it will offer up to 15 million won, that's over $10,000 to cover funeral expenses, in addition to the 20 million won in compensation to the bereaved families. Suk-hyen, Arirang News.